welcome to the FAR Experience, where in just 5 minutes we take you on unforgettable experiences from all over the world. Every day we bring you closer to cultures, flavors, adventures and people without even needing a passport. From the hidden alleys of India to the adventures of Disney World, the world is full of experiences, and we're here to tell them, fast, fun, and full of wonder. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and buckle up because the FAR Experience starts now. Welcome to a journey that travels through time itself. We are standing at the foot of Tughlaqabad Fort, built nearly 700 years ago by Sultan Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. This massive fortress is more than stone. It is a tale of ambition, power, faith, and legend, wrapped into one vast, sprawling ruin. As we cross the main entrance, the first thing we notice is the sheer scale of these walls. They stretch for over 6 kilometers, carved into the rocky hills and rising like silent giants above us. Imagine how formidable this fortress once was. Its mighty gates, strong battlements, and tall ramparts designed to protect an empire. Let's pause here as we enter the first courtyard, originally filled with soldiers and horses. The air would have echoed with commands, footsteps, and the sound of metal. Each stone that surrounds us now is a silent witness to military parades, strategic planning, and fierce battles fought under this sky. Tughlaqabad Fort was founded in 1321 AD by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, who after conquering Delhi decided to shift the capital here with a vision of building an impregnable city fortified against enemies, Mongols or rival sultans. Nothing could stand before it. Yet this bold plan set the stage for one of Delhi's most dramatic stories. We walk along the inner wall to a small bastion perched on a rocky rise. From here, the view must have been breathtaking as well as strategic. From this vantage, soldiers could oversee the entire fort and even spot approaching enemies long before they reached the gates. Today we can see modern Delhi in the distance, yet here it feels like time has paused. At the center of the fort stands the palace complex, the heart of royal power. These chambers once housed the Sultan, his queen family's courtiers and servants. No trace of their presence remains, except the broken walls and crumbling stone floors. But close your eyes and you can almost hear the rustle of silk robes, the murmur of court conversations, and the clinking of ceremonial cups. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq ruled with both intelligence and ruthlessness. He was a just man who implemented land reforms and built roads, yet he was also feared for his strict governance and heavy taxation. Historians note how he paved the way for a powerful dynasty, but the foundation of Tughlaqabad rose and fell with his own dramatic story. One of the most famous legends of this fort involves the revered Sufi Saint Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya. When the saint learned the Sultan had halted work on his stepwell to build the fort, he is said to have cursed the project, uttering, "May this fortress never be inhabited, and may it always stand incomplete." Within a few years after Ghiyasuddin's sudden death, builders abandoned Tughlaqabad in favor of his son, Muhammad bin Tughlaq's new capital at Jahanpanah, and some believe the saint's curse came true. We arrive at the blackened remains of an old gateway, now just stones recalling battles, fires, and invasions as dust and wind roll through every archway. One could almost see the soldiers rushing through these gates, shields, raised swords drawn on a summer morning hundreds of years ago. Let's stop next to the massive wall slabs laid together with mortar strong enough to protect and thick enough to withstand siege engines. There are stories of Mongol invasions directed toward Delhi, but they turned away, seeing how formidable this fortress looked, even from afar, although no major Mongol attack ever reached these gates. As the sun begins its descent, we climb the winding stone ramp to the top of a bastion once used to station cannons, catapults, and archers. Here warriors stood vigilant, watching for any sign of enemy movement. In the golden evening light, the stones seem to glow, and we can almost feel the tension, memory, and strategy carved into this place. Down below lies the ruined mosque area built near the royal quarters. It once stood beautifully with arched ceilings and carved pillars. Today it is nothing but stone fragments, but archaeologists have uncovered remains of inscriptions and designs that prove the architecture rivaled that of Delhi's greatest monuments. Next, we enter one of the dark underground passages. The silence here is almost sacred. These narrow tunnels once connected the palace bastions and safe zones, allowing royal family members to escape or send secret messages during emergencies. Walking through here, you feel the cool air and smothering quiet, as if centuries are watching. Emerging from underground, we find a hidden cistern, a small rectangular tank carved into the stone floors once filled with fresh water. This was vital during long sieges when the fort was cut off from outside supply. Imagine soldiers descending here with clay pots, drawing water day after day, saving every drop to survive. Our steps take us now to the tomb of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Just outside the main fortress walls, built in stark marble contrast. Against the fortress stones, it stands quietly surrounded by a shallow water pool, a reminder that death preserves dignity, even when ambition fades. It is a peaceful ending to the story of a powerful ruler whose dreams built walls he never lived to see completed. The light shifts as we walk along the outer wall. One final time, noticing the way nature has reclaimed this place wild. Grasses pushing through stone cracks, birds nesting high above, monkeys swinging across the ramparts. It is a reminder that even empires give way to earth and time. As dusk gives way to evening, we settle on the steps of a bastion, gazing out over both the ruins and modern city lights. It feels like a fusion of eras. The history of Tughlakabad meeting the pace of Delhi. Today a perfect symbol of continuity, change, memory. Tughlaqabad Fort is more than ruins. It is a living story. It tells us about ambition, strategy, curses, faith, power, and nature that does not care who built the walls or why the wind keeps whispering here, because walls may crack, but stories echo forever. If you are a traveler looking for adventure off the beaten path, or a history lover longing for hidden tales, Tughlaqabad Fort offers both the thrill of exploration and the comfort of connection to a powerful past. Walk every pathway, gaze from every bastion. Listen to the silence and let your imagination bring these stones back to life. What I wish I knew before visiting Tughlaqabad Fort. It's more than ancient stones. It's a whole adventure waiting for you. Step through the weathered gates and you'll feel history whispering in every corner. Early morning? That's when the fort is all yours. Just you, the ruins, and the city skyline in the distance. Wander the massive walls, climb old stairways, and imagine the kings and soldiers who once called this place home. Don't miss the panoramic views from the highest ramparts. They're perfect for photos. Pack water, wear comfy shoes, and bring your curiosity. By sunset, you'll be standing inside a legend, one that's been waiting centuries for you to explore.